Before Bitcoin, there was little you could do about fiat inflation and corrupt and overreaching governments. There were some things you can do, but there was little. There was nothing like what you can do now with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the ultimate tool for sovereignty and freedom the world has ever seen, which is why a lot of very smart people, myself included, well, I guess I consider myself smart, that's fine, believe that Bitcoin is going to move us out of what is known as the fourth turning, which are these cycles that's based on fiat. It's going to move us past that. It's the thing that can finally break the cycle, the patterns of history, because it is finally a technology that can be the hardest money in existence, energy money as it's called. And it can prevent this boom and bust cycle of control, giving up control, losing control, getting more of it, whatever. That's been the result of not having something like energy money since the dawn of man. What you can do is you can opt out of the fiat paradigm. You can buy Bitcoin, you can store it, you can transfer it, you can use it as your insurance policy, your long-term bank and savings account, and your long-term investment growth account, as you should. Now, you can do that with gold, but good luck taking gold bars across a border, flying with them, or trying to go anywhere, really. You're always going to be a target. With Bitcoin, you can store a seed phrase in your head, and you can literally walk across any border, get on any plane, go anywhere, and nobody even needs to know that you're potentially crossing a jurisdiction or going somewhere with your life's wealth intact. If we didn't have Bitcoin, I would be much more nervous about the future for my children. I would probably be living in a bunker in the woods somewhere, to be honest. I'm not very confident about how crazy the transition is going to be when the dollar eventually loses its hegemony and collapses, and people wake up and they flee to things like Bitcoin as a way to protect their purchasing power to get out of the dollar. That will likely grind supply chains to a halt. Energy, food, shipping. I mean, the whole world could potentially shut down, and that could be very bad for who knows how long to fix it. That's the threat that is the result of toxic money, especially toxic money that is the world's reserve currency. It can grind everything to a halt. It could wipe out trillions of dollars in paper assets and ownership and all these things like that. It could freeze debt markets, credit markets. It could just collapse everything, really. If the money breaks down, it's very likely the world breaks down as well. My call to action is simple. Buy Bitcoin, store it, don't sell it, don't speculate, don't try to trade it, just own it. Hold your keys, control your keys, understand the risks of all those different things and how to do it properly. Buy consistently, whatever you can afford. Dollar cost average into the market. I use Swan Bitcoin. You can go to their colin.coach/swan. That will also support the show, so I appreciate that if you do that. It's what I use to do a daily buy, so I get the highs and the lows. It's called dollar cost averaging in. Rather than trying to time the market, which nobody can, you buy a little bit every day, and so you get the highs, but you also get the lows. And you just keep buying, and over time, as Bitcoin has for the past 12 years, growing about between 100 and 200% a year. In 10 years, you're not really going to care if you bought a little bit here, a little bit there, whatever. It's going to be about the price in 10 years, or the price in a year, or the price in 5. Then when you buy Bitcoin, you opt into this revolution. That's when the learning starts. So open your mind, study it, learn it, understand why you're owning it, understand why you never want to sell it or use it. It will change you for the better. And every single person that does that, the world will become better. It will be better humans, sovereign humans, free humans that will lead that charge. And then eventually, over time, humanity will wake up to that, and we will have hyper Bitcoinization. And those that got in early and joined the network early, joined the revolution early, they will benefit the most. Get the Better Human newsletter over at colin.coach for all the updates. And if you want to get more Bitcoin Basics podcasts, as well as simple articles on helping you master Bitcoin so you can really understand it and go into all the different rabbit holes, think from a first principles perspective about Bitcoin, go to bitcoinwillsaveus.com. Thanks for watching.